So, you guys, this is something I've been needing to do for like 2 years probably. I built this entire setup and I prefer to build anything that has to do with my work setup, my technology setup, my software setup. I mean, even in my businesses, I prefer to build myself. My websites, I build myself. It makes it easier for me to know exactly what's happening and how to fix it if something goes wrong. And I just like having the additional control. So I did build this entire setup, but what I did not do while building it was put the lights on. I just saved that part for later. So that's what we're about to do today. So let's see how it goes, because it's actually been a while since I put this together. And this was progressive. I started out, y'all, I started out with only like 2 screens, and I went to 3 screens, and now I have all these screens. So but it's been a while since I set this up. I think at least a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. So I can't really remember exactly what all is behind the screens, but we're gonna put in the lights, and we're also gonna see if we can do a little bit more when it comes to the cable management, because you can kind of see some of the cables there, and it wasn't like that before. But I think over the years it just, I don't know if they loosened up back there, but there's way more cables than just that. It's underneath the table. You can't see it because it's actually organized and stuck there, like out of sight underneath the table, like upside down, literally. And that's how I chose to do my cable management, just to make things easier for me. But I'm gonna see what else I can do when it comes to the cable management. I'm not sure. I'm kind of tired though, so I wonder if I'll get to that today. But like, I bought extra lights, but it's so long. It's so much lighting. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it yet, or how I'm gonna position it. But let's see. I'm gonna take that thing from the bottom of the table off, because like that lighting over there, I tried that first. I thought it might be a good idea, but no, definitely not. So let's see what else we can come up with. So I'm at home relaxing. It's on a Sunday. Usually when I'm at home, I do have on like my robes, my silk robe, and then my comfy robe. So I was underneath the desk fixing this lighting in my office, and I'm traumatized. I literally hit my head so close to my eye. I was seeing stars. I couldn't even believe, y'all. I was like, am I doing a project that's actually more dangerous than it seems? Because I thought I was being careful, but I guess I wasn't. And all of a sudden I'm trying to like squeeze my way through this little space so I can get the lighting at the back, and boom, I hit myself right there. And look, it swole up immediately. I'm traumatized. I'm like, am I gonna be able to finish this? Because I can't, like, that could have, what if that were my actual eye? Oh my God, y'all, I'm freaking out. I've never felt pain like that before. It was a very distinct type of pain. It was like a very different type of feeling, like very painful too. Like, oh my gosh, y'all. Anyways, I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's see. I'm keeping it light for the next couple of weeks at least, because I feel like this past week I overdid it. I ordered Uber Eats 2 days this week, which I feel like is kind of insane, because what healthy food could you possibly get from Uber Eats that you can't just make at the house? So, I just have to take it easy for the next couple of weeks at least, right? So, and also these are foods that I actually really enjoy eating. So I just did some scrambled eggs, some tomatoes, some avocado. I cannot wait. I am obsessed with avocados. I love avocados. It's so good, y'all. But I'm gonna dive in because this looks yummy and it's fresh hot. I can't speak. It's fresh off of the stove. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit down, relax. Okay, so I was able to finish it, but I gotta say this project was it just became so scary. I did not realize because I actually bumped my head one more time, but at least this time it was my forehead and it wasn't as hard because I was moving a lot slower since my initial traumatic experience. So I gotta say, like, I did not realize how dangerous this project was because there's a lot of tiny things back there, like, that are holding all the monitors up, and it's just there's a lot of things that you can't really pay attention to each individual little thing. So if you're trying to squeeze through, I'm like bumping my head. I'm like, it's just like, it was awful. But I'm glad that I got this situated. The remote still is not working. I'm not sure why. So I just have to figure out, okay, what's going on with that. But I think this looks a lot better than what I had before, where it was like at the bottom. Okay, you guys, so I figured out the remote control. It was literally something so simple. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this one, because this one, there was nothing wrong with the remote control itself, but it doesn't work kind of like off of Wi-Fi or anything. There's an additional sensor located with the lights. So if this thing isn't hitting the sensor, then it's not going to work. So that's why it wasn't working. And I figured that out just because I read the manual. It wasn't really a manual, it was like a pamphlet. And I was like, oh, there's like a sensor there. But I will say, even when I read the pamphlet, I still was kind of like, really? And I tried to get closer to the lights to try to test out the remote, and it still wasn't working even when I got closer. So I thought it was something else. So I tried one of my other remotes that I have for some of the other lights around the house. That still didn't work, because sometimes those remotes are able to work interchangeably, but it didn't work in this case. So I had to go back down there to take a look at the sensor and kind of pull the sensor out a little bit more. And then I tried the remote again and that worked. But y'all, all of that, I did all of that in the span of, it sounds like a lot, but I did all of that in the span of like 5 to 8 minutes. It wasn't bad, but it did take me longer than, it shouldn't have taken me even like a minute. I should have just known to just go pull out the sensor from there and try. Oh, you guys. Anyways, we made it. That's what matters. So yeah, it works now. We are done. We cleaned up the wires, did cable management, which didn't take me long to do at all, probably because it's me adding on to the cable management that I had already done. Every time I do something to the setup in my office, I always do cable management right after. So all the cables are already managed, and the only thing I'm doing is syncing that the new cable into the management that's already there for the most part, and making it all fit. So it's still during the day, so you can't really see all the lights super brightly, but I was thinking of adding more lights, but then I was like, no, because then that would just be more cables. I might explore that maybe on a different day, but I think for now, this looks pretty nice. So you can't really see much of any cables, right? So this is where the magic happens, y'all. I actually usually have like a pillow for my back, but I took the pillow off the chair just so I could get the look of the finished product on camera for the most part. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. My little Sunday project of cleaning up, straightening up. I did a lot of cleaning yesterday too, but yeah. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.